What's going on, Decepticons? Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be diving into a topic that's got Nintendo fans, Rockstar fans, and gaming enthusiasts all talking. Could GTA 6 actually be released on the Nintendo Switch 2? Now, first off, I know what you all are thinking. The Nintendo Switch 2 isn't going to be power enough to run GTA 6. But with Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two Interactive, openly stating that they are going to be supporting the Nintendo Switch 2, could we see one of the biggest games actually come to Nintendo's next console? Well, stick around because today we're going to be breaking down what we know so far about GTA 6, what we know about the Nintendo Switch 2's power, Rockstar's history with Nintendo, the possible ways that GTA 6 could come to the Switch 2, and my final thoughts on whether or not I think this is actually going to happen. Quick note, if you are here as a music subscriber, all of my music content has moved to my new channel, Decepticon Music. I will leave that link down below. Feel free to join. You will see a little bit of some music here. Probably a majority of it's going to be synthwave. But with all that said, let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Alright, let's start with all the facts. We know that GTA 6 is officially coming in fall of 2025, and Rockstar has confirmed that it will launch on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS. It's set in Leonida, which is basically Rockstar's take on Florida, and the game will feature Vice City, their version of Miami. From what we've seen, the world looks insanely detailed with huge focus on realism, dynamic NPCs, and next-gen physics. One of the biggest changes is that for the first time in GTA history, we're getting a female protagonist, Lucia, alongside another character, kinda like a Bonnie and Clyde setup. So already we're seeing massive upgrades compared to GTA 5, and that leads us to the first big question. Can the Nintendo Switch 2 even handle this game? Let's get into the speculations, but these are pretty much based on leaks and reports. So the Nintendo Switch 2, it's not officially announced yet, but there are a lot of reports and leaks pointing to an early 2025 release. Some of the biggest rumors claim that the Switch 2 will have a more powerful Nvidia chip, DLSS upscaling, meaning it could output higher resolutions while keeping performance smooth, ray tracing support, which could bring next-gen lighting effects, and most importantly, more RAM and better CPU-GPU performance. If all of this is true, the Switch 2 could be way closer to a PS4 Pro or Xbox One X than the original Switch. But, and this is a big but, is that enough for GTA 6? Alright, so here's where things get a little tricky. GTA 6 is being built for the PS5 and Xbox Series XS, which are far more powerful than the Switch 2 is expected to be. Even if the Switch 2 is as strong as a PS4 Pro, there's still a huge performance gap. Just look at GTA 5 on last gen. It struggled on the PS3 and Xbox 360, and even on the PS4, it wasn't hitting next-gen quality. So realistically, unless Rockstar heavily downgrades GTA 6, or unless the Switch 2 is way more powerful than we expect, running GTA 6 natively on the Switch 2, it's gonna be really difficult. But there are two ways it could happen. Alright, let's talk about how Rockstar could actually make this happen. Option 1, a cloud version. One possibility is that GTA 6 comes to the Switch via cloud gaming. We've already seen Nintendo do this with games like Control, Resident Evil Village, and Assassin's Creed. The problem? Cloud gaming relies on a fast, stable internet connection. If your Wi-Fi isn't great, the game lags like crazy. And let's be honest, Nintendo's online infrastructure has never been the best. Another option is that Rockstar waits a few years and releases a downgraded version of GTA 6 on the Switch 2, similar to how they brought Red Dead Redemption to the Switch years after launch, or even Mortal Kombat. The downside? It would likely have lower resolution, weaker textures, and maybe even a reduced map size. But hey, if Rockstar can make it workable, some players might still go for it. So let's talk about Rockstar's relationship in the past with the Nintendo consoles. Let's not forget that although Nintendo is known for being a family-friendly console, there have been various titles released on those consoles that were M-rated, as well as other big developers. Let's take a jump back to the Wii. From 2006 to 2013, there were various games that were released on the Wii that were M-rated, including Mad World, the No More Heroes series, Manhunt 2, which was a release from Rockstar, believe it or not, the House of the Dead, and Resident Evil series, and of course, let's not forget, Call of Duty. When the Wii U came around, we had releases such as Bayonetta, Bayonetta 2, Assassin's Creed 3, and Assassin's Creed 4 The Black Flag. And let's not forget about Watch Dogs. That was a very highly anticipated game to be released on the Wii U that was also M-rated. And last but not least, of course, the Switch. They did have re-releases of Bayonetta, including Bayonetta 3, which was a brand new game. The No More Heroes re-releases, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. They also saw releases like Resident Evil 5 and 6, Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2, Dark Souls Remastered, Dying Light, and of course, Mortal Kombat 11. So to say that the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be a family-friendly console, let's not forget its otherwise aggressive past with video games. And to that note, I think we can expect to see some M-rated titles come from Rockstar in the future. So, what's my final take? Do I think GTA 6 will launch on the Switch 2? No, not at launch. The hardware gap is just too big. But could we see a cloud version or a downgraded port a few years later? Maybe. Especially if the Switch 2 sells well and Take-Two sees an opportunity to make money. If I had to bet on it, I'd say a cloud version is more likely than a native version, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, this is one of the biggest gaming questions right now, and I want to know what you think. Do you think Rockstar is going to bring GTA 6 to the Switch 2? And if they do, would you actually play it? Or would you stick with the PlayStation and Xbox versions? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this discussion, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.